Yo, what's up, everybody? It's the On This Date in MLB podcast. I'm Ricardo. That's my boy Kevin right there, and this is episode 5, bro. We're officially 5 weeks in. It's been cool. It's been cool. How you feeling, bro? How's your week going?
Doing good, man. Doing good, man. Feels like we've both been getting our ass kicked at work, but we got to make time to get all this baseball in as part of our day, right?
Yep, yep. I mean, that's the only way. That's how we've been doing it for the past 4 years, right?
Yeah.
So today we're just gonna do our typical reactions, 5 videos. We'll get into some news. And then we will finish off talking about some new rules that got tested out in the minors. So yeah, without further ado, let's get cracking, bro. I'll lead it off with the Felix Hernandez perfect game, which happened on August 15th, 2012. Whenever you're ready, let me know.
Ready, bro.
All right, three, two, one. King Felix, huh, bro?
I was your boy back in the day, remember?
Yeah, my favorite pitcher, bro. And for the younger people, man, this guy was just dominant, bro. During his heyday, dominant, 200 plus innings every year. Um, Always winning games, like having a nice win to loss ratio, and then just this perfect game. I mean, it's the last one that happened, right? And this is the most recent one,
Yeah,
basically.
that's the last one, the 23rd in the history of the league and the most recent one, correct?
Yeah, so it's the that like Kevin said, the 23rd, and
Um,
just and go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Grabbing my notes real quick.
no, sorry, I kind of lost you a little bit right there. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
23rd perfect game, Major League history. He had 113 pitches, 12 strikeouts, 77 strikes, 36 balls. And that first pitch, that first batter of the game, I don't know if you caught it. That was the hardest hit ball of the day. Kind of
Ah,
took it to the right field, warning track. And
other
then
than that,
he was in control all day, bro. The most pitches he threw was 16, and
oh,
I'm pretty sure you've heard the usually pitchers like to stay in the 15 pitch mark for an inning, right?
yep,
So
yep.
he was in control all day, bro. He had two full counts, one in the fourth, one in the seventh. Struck out the side twice. A bunch of weak contact. So John Jaso was catching for him that day, and Jaso used to catch for the Rays for a couple years, right?
Mm.
And Jaso, by after the third inning, Felix stopped shaking him off. He just followed Jaso's signs, and they
Oh,
were in control, bro.
so they for sure hit a groove after that third. Touching
The
back to
King's
what you said,
Corner.
yeah,
They used
bro,
to
I
call it
was
the
I was
King's
gonna
Corner,
bring
right?
that
That's what it was called.
the King's Court, right? The King's Court, I believe.
Oh,
We're
King's
probably gonna
Court,
get,
King's Court.
yeah, right. Um, bro,
Yeah,
remember when he got
obviously
his
we're not
contract?
Mariner fans, right?
Remember when he got his contract, bro, and he started tearing up, and it was anyway, touching back to the
Yeah.
23rd, the 20 the what you said, that it's the 23rd perfect game in the history of the game. I did a little bit of digging. The first
Hmm.
one ever had like, I guess, official or whatever you want to call it, was on June 12th, 1880 by Lee Richmond. And you can hear me, right, brother? Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I got you. I got
Yeah,
you.
okay, perfect, perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah, and the second
you
the
can't hear
second
me,
one
huh?
ever. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. We've been having some internet issues. Anyway, the second one happened 5 days after, bro. And then after that, the third one didn't happen until like
Oh,
1904.
damn.
And it was thrown by Cy Young. Yeah, but going way back to the 1800s,
That's crazy.
people didn't see it. Oh, it was a perfect game. Baseball was played differently back then, and if I'm not mistaken, the mound was about 45 feet back.
Right.
And just to open up a little more on Felix, he's a
That's
Cy Young
true.
Award
That's true.
winner.
And it was flat. It was flat back. I think it was flat
Yeah,
too in the beginning.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, bro, I think between the 1880s or 90s is when they started doing overhand. Before that, it was underhand. It was underhand for a while, but I would need to double check on that. So real quick, from Felix's the start of his career to 2012, that's '05 to 2012, 8 seasons. He won 98 games, 238 games started, 23 complete games, 9 shutouts, 1,620 innings, 1,487 strikeouts, a 128 ERA plus, and a 1.212 WHIP. Um, he was a force out there, man. Felix, and it sucks that he didn't really get a chance to like pitch in the playoffs like that. But he stayed with Seattle his whole career,
Yeah,
you know. Stayed with Seattle his whole career.
I like that.
Yeah, yeah. So where are you
Yeah,
at
it
right
just
now? On
sucks he
the
couldn't have a better team around, but he was definitely on the top tier in the league, you know, his whole career.
yeah,
He
yeah,
just he just struck out, got the last strikeout. Yeah, so he was just fooling hitters all day, man. They were looking to jump on the fastballs early and gave him a bunch of junk early, and then went to the fastballs late. So that was the third perfect game of the year. That which kind of going back to what you said earlier about how they weren't so common. It's crazy that we had three in 1 year, right? And they were actually
yeah.
on the receiving end of a Phil Humber's perfect game from the White Sox that year.
Mm, yeah. In total, how many no hitters did we have that year, bro?
No hitters, I don't know, but those three perfect games that year.
I have it right here. One, two, three. One, two,
You're stuck,
three,
bro.
5, 6, 7. Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I got you. Seven no hitters.
Yeah, yeah. Obviously, that includes perfect games, but yeah. Can you remember at least
Yeah,
one more, bro?
yeah, yeah.
Like, just off the top of your head, he pitched for the Reds.
I'm losing you, bro. Can
Can
what was the
you
question? Can I
you think you can name another one? I know you named Philip Humber, but off the top of your head, he pitched for the Reds.
pitch for the Reds
Yeah,
again? Who was it against?
the Pirates.
Pirates.
He was perfect through 6, but he had to settle for a no hitter.
It wasn't Cueto, was it?
Nah, it was
Johnny Cueto?
It was
No?
Homer Bailey.
Oh, Homer Bailey, that's right, that's right. He had two of them actually. He had two of them, you're right.
Yeah,
Yeah, should have known that one.
yeah. So the 7 no hitters in 2012 matched the modern record for how many were in a season, and that those marks happened in 90 and 91, and in 1884 there was 8 no hitters. So that's an all time mark for a season. But we ready to jump to the next video, my brother?
Let's get it.
Cool.
So we have this one's a funny one. We got this one's on August 17th, 2003. The Cubs have Ozzy Osbourne and his wife sing the what was it? Take me out to the ball game during the seventh inning stretch. And
And
the word
yeah,
sing is very loosely used. You ready, bro?
Brody.
All right, one, two, three. So this video was popping on our timeline this week. 41 comments. So I looked it up. He was 50 years old in that video. Look, he's stumbling, man. He was drunk. He was probably messed up, huh?
One of the comments said that surprisingly enough, this isn't the most hammered he's been, or something like that, or not even close to hammered. Oh man.
Yes, I wanted to read some comments that some some of our followers posted this week. Some of you guys are really funny, man. So first one we have, look, Kerry Wood is pissed off right there.
Yeah, you didn't like it.
First one we have from Cardboard Socks. First one we have from Cardboard Socks. He says, oddly enough, he wasn't the most hammered guy there, not even close.
Yeah, that's
We
what I think
got
that's what I was
Dad
referring
Bod.
to.
That's the one you were talking about.
Yeah. I
Um,
butchered it, but
Dad Bod Baller said, best rendition I've ever heard. We got K Flynn 0313 that said still better than Fergie's national anthem. Did you see that one? Fergie's national anthem? That was in a NBA game.
nah, bro.
She like put a beat into the national anthem. She had a guitar going. Yeah, even the players on the court were like, "What the hell is this chick doing?" You know.
I think
But yeah,
I'm
you
familiar
guys
with
gotta
it.
check that one out.
Yeah, we'll have to check that out.
The next one we got is D Shay 6 said, I think he nailed it. And the last one I want to say is the original DHS one. He said, funny thing is, I've seen Ozzy a couple times, and even though he's incoherent, when he sings Ozzy and Black Sabbath songs, you can understand him. So there's that.
Shout
One
out,
more thing.
yeah.
The Cubs lost 3-0 that day. And then I found a news story from 2013 that
Hmm.
said the Cubs wanted to focus on only having people that were tied to Chicago sing the national, not even national anthem, the "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." So they kind
Mm,
of, because I was gonna ask like, what the hell was what the hell does Ozzy Osbourne have to do with the Cubs, right? But I guess they were just trying to have famous people as part of their day, and they try to go away from that in 2013.
gotcha. So shout out to all those people that commented. Shout out to Cardboard Socks, I believe, and the original DHS. They comment
Yeah,
regularly.
that was him.
Much love to you guys for always supporting and dropping your thoughts. They're very much appreciated. Now going back to Ozzy, I don't know if you remember, bro, during this time, um, they had that show, The Osbournes, I believe, the reality TV show. So
Yeah, I think like
they
on
were pretty big.
VH1, I think I want to say,
Yeah,
right?
they were pretty big in pop culture for anybody that's a little bit younger. And they actually started ushering in that era of reality family TV shows, with drama and
Right, that's right.
all that nonsense.
That's right, huh?
Yeah, so he was born in Birmingham, England, on December 3rd, 1948. He got his nickname Ozzy when he was in elementary school. Um, he, according to Osborne, he was first inspired to become a musician when he heard the music of the Beatles at 14 years old. And he cites the She Loves You song from 1963, which told him his future was in music. And for those of you who don't know, he's very well known for being a part of that heavy metal group Black Sabbath. And you hear some of their bigger songs every now and then. But yeah, that's just a little bit on Ozzy. And just look up what is it? There's one movie, bro, on Netflix. I think it's about like a rock band or whatever. I forget what it's called, and I don't know if you've seen it, but
Okay.
there's a scene where the guy snorts ants from the I forget what movie it is. He snorts ants, bro, from the floor. But it was just them partying all the time,
No,
and
I haven't.
nah, yeah, it's just some wild shit. It's just basically
Damn.
it documented their lives of how much they partied. And if I'm not mistaken, bro, Ozzy Osbourne. Let me see if I can find it real quick, bro. Um, but that movie's crazy because you see how much they partied, bro, and a lot of people attribute a
Uh,
lot of his like slurred speech at the end, um, to the crazy partying
yeah.
in the 80s and all that. Dirt. It's called Dirt. The
That's
Dirt.
crazy how they were able to have they were able to dirt. Okay, I'll make sure to check that out. That's crazy how they were able to get footage and were able to look back on that stuff, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. So real quick, The Dirt, that's the name of it, what it's called. It's a Motley Crue biopic, and they run into Ozzy Osbourne, and they like
Okay,
while they're
okay.
partying and shit, you know.
Sick.
I don't know much about heavy metal music, but
Uh,
it's an entertaining movie to say the least. So let's jump into the next video. Um, the this one is from 2017. Machado has 3 home runs in a game. You're gonna see 2 of them right now while we speak about while we preface the main home run, which was a walk-off grand slam. This happened against the Angels, and this was Machado before they sent him over to what it was LA. Sorry about that. As you guys can see by now, if you've gotten this far, we've been having internet issues all this whole time that we've been trying to do this. So we're just gonna keep pushing through it, and we really are sorry for any inconvenience or anything that makes this of a lower quality. So yeah, Machado was 17. He was 24 in 2017. He had 33 home runs that year, 95 RBI, um, 290, 259 batting average, a 782
uh,
OPS. The shot, bro.
how you how you how you throw a fastball down the middle like that, bro? With the bases loaded. I get you don't want to walk the guy, but first pitch to that bat like that.
So
That's
let me ask you this, bro. Machado currently has 273 home runs. You he's 29. He has 11 years in the majors. Do you think he'll get to 400?
he has 200 what?
273 as of now.
400, 400. Oh hell yeah, 400 is definitely
Yeah, he already
because he doesn't really have injury problems. He has he has 22 this year, right? Or what am I looking at?
yeah, bro,
Yeah, bro.
that's a
I
great
think
point.
he can reach 400.
Yeah, that's a really good point, bro. He doesn't have injury problems. 2020, you only see 60 because of the pandemic year.
The COVID year, yeah.
Yeah, 2018, he played 96 with the Orioles and 66 with the Dodgers. Mm, yeah, Machado, bro, he's one of my favorite players. I know he
I
rubs a
think
lot
that's
of people the wrong
definitely
way.
reachable, bro.
Yeah,
Just because he yeah, he broke out at age 19, so I think or age 20, I mean, but I think he has a chance. But
no,
yeah,
you're right.
that's what I was gonna
19.
ask you. He has a what is it called? Not really like a notoriety, but people know him as a dirty player, or he's not really a fan favorite.
Yeah.
But you can't deny his talent. You know, he's got
Hmm.
all the tools
Yeah.
and his
Um,
glove too, bro. His glove work at third, his arm, his defense
yeah.
is you know second to none down there.
Yeah. You were right. He broke in at 19, and he has 2 gold gloves and a platinum glove, and he's a 6-time All-Star up to this point. As far as MVP, the closest he ever finished was third, and that was in 2020. Which I mean, I don't know if you want to count that year.
2016, no? Or
Well, 2020 he finished third, bro.
oh, that's right,
16 he finished fourth.
that's
15
right.
he finished fourth. 16 he finished fifth. But
I
yeah,
didn't know
much.
he had that good of a year in 2020.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Hmm.
Um,
Nice. That's gotta be one of the best ways to end the game, right? Walk off grand slam. What you think?
yeah, bro. I mean, as a kid, I don't know if I'm frozen right now saying connection unstable, but as a kid, they always think about that, right? Bottom of the ninth,
Yeah,
bases loaded, 2 out,
exactly.
and he hits a
Trying to
grand
be the
slam.
hero.
Yeah,
The only
yeah. I
thing is,
mean,
it's not the World Series, right?
yeah, that's true. But also I feel like to hit a walk off, you have to be a little different, you know. You have to be cut a little different, bro.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
those moments do break
But
down a lot of people, and a lot of players are not able to come through in moments like that. Um,
Yeah, no, you gotta have ice through your veins.
yep.
All right, man. So the next one we got is from June, no, it's June. What the hell am I saying? August 19th, 2007. We
Okay.
got Johan Santana strikes out 17 batters. Let me know when you're ready.
Ready, brother.
All right, three, two, one. Oh, the Metrodome.
I think he would have been a Hall of Famer, bro, if he didn't finish his career at 33, bro.
Oh no, yeah, hell yeah. That's and honestly, you could make an argument that he's a Hall of Famer based on that stretch of success that he had.
Yeah.
The only argument you have against him is the longevity,
Yeah.
and it was just the freaking injuries. So that sucks for him, sucks for baseball, sucks for all of us.
Yeah, his changeup was unreal too, huh?
Look at that, dude. Look, I think all of them are swinging, bro. All the strikeouts are swinging,
That's deception at its finest
just
form.
off balance, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what I was gonna ask you. Like, do you think it's worse? Like, okay, when you get caught looking, you were just guessing, right? Like you're just not something you were looking for. But
Yeah.
when you see something, you think you're gonna hit it, and it makes you look foolish, and the ball is like fucking five inches away, and
Yeah.
you think you're getting a fastball in the corner.
Yeah. I
Yeah, bro.
believe
I
the
think
swinging.
I think all of them were swinging.
Yeah, because if you don't swing, bro, you also leave a little bit to the umpire, you know? And even if it's a strike, it can
Yeah,
go your
yeah.
way and you won't look as fooled. But if you're swinging, bro, I mean, there's commitment. There's commitment. Between 2004 and
Yeah.
2006, he led the league in strikeouts. And in those 3 years alone, he totaled 748 strikeouts in 693.1 innings to an ERA plus of 166. Yeah, man, he would have been a Hall of Famer, huh? He won two Cy Youngs in that 3 year span as well.
Yeah, hell
Um,
yeah. Yes, so one of our followers, Mad Dog Collector 31, he's always commenting on our posts. He
yep.
said, "Man, he was absolutely amazing in those days. Wish he could have kept that dominance for many years after. He had Hall of Fame numbers for a brief period.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, just a couple more career numbers, 12 seasons, 51.7 ERA. So let's say he pinched another five, that gets up to 70 something, right?
Yep. Yep.
139 wins, probably would have had two 200, 3.2 ERA, 1,988 strikeouts, would have easily got 2,000 young titles, three ERA titles, um, three strikeout titles, and a triple crown in '06. Um, and this was actually one of the last few starts in the Twins uniform. He was traded the following winter. He only allowed two hits. The first hit came in the fifth, no walks, and eight shutout innings. And of course, the Twins only scored one run, so they had to bring in Joe Nathan to get the save.
Oh, that's a name I haven't heard in a minute, bro. Joe
Yeah,
Nathan.
remember him?
Yeah. And just to add a little more to that, five 200 strikeout seasons, five 200 innings pitched seasons, 120 win season, 153, 515 win season. Like I said earlier, led the AL in strikeouts three times. Um, he led the league
And
in innings pitched two
he
times.
had a bunch of strikeouts, bro.
Yeah, bro. And you know what?
And he
Uh-huh.
wasn't yeah, like I don't remember him being a hard thrower, right? Like he
No,
wasn't like throwing 90, 96 or
I
98,
was
right?
nah, bro.
Damn.
I was about to add to what you just said. What you just said right now that him not being a hard thrower would have just made his transition into his older years way easier, you know, because he was already a finesse type pitcher.
Oh, you're right, bro.
So
You're right, bro. You're
he would have,
right.
yeah, because
He
if
wouldn't
you
have
remember,
that struggling period like
yeah, like Verlander, Sabathia had it,
yeah,
where they
yeah,
had to find themselves
yeah.
again.
All the hard throwers. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So,
And you're right, bro. He would have just kept
yeah,
finessing his craft, bro. Damn.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that
Sucks, bro, that
sucks.
he only pitched 12 seasons, man. Fucking sucks. That one really hurts, bro. Um, am I taking the
Do you
last one, bro?
think just
Oh, go ahead,
just
go ahead,
just so
go ahead.
what's that?
No, go
Just
ahead,
real
go
quick,
ahead.
I know we don't want to extend this thing, but do you really think that no hitter is what led to his demise? You know, the no hitter in New York, right, with the Mets.
Yeah, yeah.
I
I
I read
will.
in an interview that he said he has no regrets. That he said like whatever happened, it was gonna happen regardless. You know, the injuries
Yeah,
afterwards. But
I
I
mean,
don't know.
nah. You like nah, bro, because it's just one long performance, where how many innings
Yeah,
pitched? How many pitches did he have for his no hitter? Do you know? You have that number?
I don't. But I remember that he was coming off of injury, so he wasn't really stretched out.
Who was a manager at that
And
time?
they Terry Collins, bro, he'll never live that shit down.
Man, his numbers are
Terry Collins,
filthy.
he'll never
Terry Collins.
134 pitches, bro. That's
Yeah,
quite a big number, especially when
yeah,
he was
our
coming off the
era.
injuries.
Yeah, because bro, now
Oh
pitchers
yeah,
come off
our
injuries.
nowadays.
Yeah, and you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I got you, I got
Okay.
you.
And now our era, bro, they ramp them up little by little. It's 75 and 80,
Yeah,
and then 90, and
yeah. There's no way he would have had an opportunity to get that.
yeah, the way they handle them now. You want to take
But
us into the next one, bro?
the base. Yeah, I got you.
The
So the
baseball.
last one we got for this week is the baseball gods didn't want us to have a longer Santana, bro. I'm sorry,
Ah,
whatever.
damn it,
But
bro.
but he got a no hitter and the Mets got a no hitter. I think that was the first no hitter in Mets history, right? So
uh, yeah,
hey man,
bro, he would have pitched until like 2020 at minimum, another 8 years. Not at minimum, but
yeah,
a lot of the younger generation would have still seen him, and it's sad.
yeah,
It's sad.
probably could have pitched till he was like 39, maybe
Yeah. Damn. All
at
right, bro.
least.
Let's stop being sad about Santana and talk about another guy. Let's talk about another guy that got plagued by injury.
Ah, shit, man. The we didn't plan this like we didn't plan it this way, but it just so
No, we
happens to
didn't.
be all right. We got
Yeah.
our boy Ken Griff. We got our boy Ken Griffey Jr. on August 20th, 2001. It's a walk off inside the park home run. I take back what I said earlier about Machado. I think maybe this is the better way to end the game.
Yep.
When you're ready, bro, let me know.
Ready, brother.
All right, three, three, two, one.
Go.
I really love those old Reds uniforms, bro, with the cutoff sleeves.
They're clean, huh?
Yeah, hell yeah. Hey, bro, the way that Jim Edmonds plays this ball has got to be ridiculous. I'm pretty sure he still has nightmares about that shit today.
Yeah, but
Look at
if
this
anybody,
throw, that throw from that left fielder, bro, Kerry Robinson. I had to look up his name because did you see the way he threw the ball on the run and he hit the cutoff man on the chest, bro?
yeah, he was falling off, huh?
Yeah, yeah. People can't do that when they're trying to do a regular throw.
Yeah, that's a good observation, bro. Um, yeah, bro, I love those jerseys, those cutoffs with the black. It looks clean. I mean, the Reds are super historic. Is that Adam Dunn? I seen Sean
Yeah, it's Adam
Casey.
Dunn, young Adam Dunn.
His
I think
dad
that's
was
his
a
dad too, right?
coach.
Ken Griffey
Yeah, his dad
Jr.'s
was a
dad.
coach, huh?
Oh yeah,
It's not. That's definitely not his younger days swing, but it's a
nah.
Ken Griffey swing nonetheless.
He still has some speed though.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, this is just a. I mean, Jim Edmonds has made some of the most amazing catches we've seen, right? The way he played that ball is unacceptable. I think.
Hey, Brian, if anybody can be forgiven, it's him, right? So that year he played
Yeah,
144
you're right.
games.
Uh, he he was kind of that's a little stretch from home to from third to home, huh?
Yeah, you're 37, bro, already. 144 games that year, 146 hits, 24 doubles, 30 home runs, 93 RBI, 896 OPS, OPS plus 119. He was still, he was still great in his later days, very consistent. Um,
Yeah,
go ahead, brother.
it was his only inside the Parker of his career. He had
Oh,
630 home runs career wise. Again, like we mentioned, Santana, his injuries cut him short. Definitely would have challenged the home run title for the career, right? Would have easily cracked 700, I think. And that's one thing that a follower Florio Photo 71 said.
mm-hmm.
When I look back on Griffey as a Red, I feel like there were hardly any highlights. He kind of fell off the face after being a superstar in Seattle. And I honestly, it was just the injuries, man. He just wasn't on the field enough in Cincinnati to provide us with those highlights, you know.
Yeah.
And he had a batting average of 286 and 22 home runs in 111 games that year. So we just got robbed, you know.
Yeah.
And
So,
one thing
go
that
ahead.
I did want to mention is I was really impressed of the walk off inside the Parker. Off the top of my head I couldn't remember how often or how common that was. So I looked it up and I couldn't find a good list out there, man. I don't know if you had a chance to look it up or if any of our followers want to send me a list because I couldn't find one, man. For the
That's
life of
a,
me, that thing was driving me crazy. I
uh,
did find a video on YouTube with that had a couple stitched together. So I have a list here. Bob Dernier had a one in 1989. Bobby
okay.
Abreu had one in 2000. I actually posted about that one last week.
Mm,
Tyler Naquin in 2016, Angel Pagan in 2013, and that one the Giants were down by 2 runs and they were down a run, and then he had a 2 RBI one, so that one was pretty cool, I thought. And then Puig had one, 2 RBI one, but that one was an error because the ball went under Chris Taylor's glove.
oh,
So I thought that was really cool, man. The inside the park walk off home run.
um, yeah, yeah, for sure. I didn't dig into that specific stat. Maybe somebody can help us out. But touching back on his injuries, um, from '02 to '04, he only played in 206 games, but he had 100 runs scored,
Damn.
169 hits, 38 doubles, 41 bombs, 109 RBI, an 859 OPS, and an OPS plus of 123. So, even when he was even if you just combine those numbers, bro, they're pretty consistent. It just sucks that he just couldn't stay on the field. If you break those seasons down individually, it's not the greatest, but
Yeah.
you combine them and it's still very respectable because 206 games, that's about a season and a quarter, I would say, or a season and a third, right?
Yeah. So that wraps up our 5 videos for the week. Brings us into the news stories. The first one I got this week is a really funny one. I really like this story. The did you see this one? The Dodgers announcers got injured on the slide in Milwaukee.
I saw the headline,
Can you hear
but I
me?
never. Yeah, I got you. So I saw the headline and I just skimmed through the through the article, but I didn't see any video or anything. If there is a video,
Yeah, there is a video. So you guys, everybody knows that when the Brewers hit a home run, they got their mascot that goes down the slide, right? So the Dodger announcer David Vassay was really excited to go down the slide, and he's Joe Davis, the Dodgers play guy, said he'd never seen someone so excited to do anything. The guy went on it. If you want to see that video, bro, click on the link, and I think there's a Twitter video on there.
okay.
He went on it once with no trouble. and of course he decided to do it again so he could catch it on video, right? And so the second time he said it went a lot faster, and he wasn't able to land right. So instead of landing with his feet against that padding at the end, he went on his side and he got two fractures on his wrist and he cracked six ribs.
Damn, bro, 6 ribs.
and and the best, yeah, bro, yeah. And the best part was that he was still at the ballpark that day to do his job, bro. He did his sideline reporting while he was injured. So
Wow,
that's shout
bro.
out to the Rays pitching coach Kyle Snyder. Remember he couldn't complete the mound visit because he pulled a muscle or something. We got our boy David Vassay. All he got a cast, and it's funny, bro. That video, you gotta watch that video because Joe Davis and Nomar Garcia Parra, they're like explaining the video, right? And then they shoot down to David, and he's just like, "What's up, guys?" And he just shows them the the cast, bro. It's
Oh yeah,
good comedy, bro.
yeah. At least he's a good sport about it, you
And
know.
yeah, good sport. And I mean, that's what you guys can do when the Dodgers are winning so much, right? You guys can do
Mm,
that type of stuff too.
yeah, yeah.
And Austin Barnes after the game said that they dedicated the win to Vassay because they knew he was injured. Justin Turner, the third baseman,
I seen that one.
he went and did a chalk line with tape on the wall.
And
So
then
it's just
he did
good.
he did some hashtags on Twitter, no? With an image of the chalk line when he uploaded the image and he put holy crap.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
And then I don't know if you saw this the next day he posted with the picture with the mascot, and the mascot had a sign that said 0 days since last incident. You know, like how they be posting that stuff at the work sites and stuff,
Yeah, yeah,
the injuries.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh man. I mean, how hard does it have to, like it can't be that hard to slide down the slide, you know, and like but you
No,
know,
bro, but look,
when was the
you
last
gotta watch that video, man. He hits it pretty hard, bro. He hits it pretty hard. Good thing, bro. Good thing you brought that up. When's the last time you went on the slide, bro?
I was
When's the last
gonna
time you went on the
say
slide?
that. It's been
Good
years,
thing you
bro.
brought it up, bro. Because I was gonna ask you the same thing. So there's this indoor playground that I take my daughter to, right? She's 5 years
Yeah.
old, and I have to go in there with her. And dude, and this slide is like it's like straight down, bro. And like whenever we go down there, like I get my heart racing, you know. And I'm like, what the hell? This for kids? And
Yeah, bro, it's been
yeah,
forever, so
bro, like
I can't.
I can see how he got injured. You know, when you hit the
Yeah,
when you hit the wall that hard, I get it.
yeah, I can't talk shit. I can't talk
Funny
shit.
times, bro.
Yeah, I can't be talking shit. I bet when you were going down that slide, you got like that stomach feeling, bro, that you get like when you're on a roller coaster.
Oh hell yeah, bro! Hell yeah, hell yeah!
Bro,
That's exactly
remember?
yeah.
Remember, bro? Hopefully I don't break up during this, but do you remember when we went to Six Flags with some of our old teammates and we got on that ride and I couldn't stop
Yeah,
screaming, bro? I couldn't stop screaming.
it was X2. I want to say it
Yeah,
was
I
X2.
couldn't control it, bro. I couldn't control it. I really couldn't, bro. It was
didn't 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 David lose his hat on
yeah,
one of
on
one
that
of our
ride.
friends lost his hat on that ride, I
Yeah, yeah. It was the first ride we got
think.
on, bro.
That's funny, man.
Yeah, it was good times, good times. That was way back then.
Yeah, bro.
Uh, that's a funny one, bro.
Back
I
in the
like that. I
day.
like that. You picked that one up. Um, for the next one is the Pujols 700 home run chase. If unless you've been living under a rock, you know that he's been on a complete tear the past like 2 weeks. He's had like what I believe 2 games where he's had 2 home runs at least, and
Yep.
I mean some of these
Yep.
are shots, bro. Some of these are shots. The ones I seen the
Yeah.
ones in Arizona, bro. He took them to left center, bro, and it's pretty deep out there in Arizona. So obviously this brings the up
Yep.
the question if he he's been asked if he doesn't reach the number this year, if he's gonna retire or come back next year, and he says that he's gonna retire. That he doesn't get caught up with numbers, but we know damn well he's keeping count. I mean, who doesn't keep count at this point, bro? You know, I understand what he's saying, bro.
I was
What were you gonna say, brother?
I was really upset and pissed off, honestly, bro, when I read that when he said that he doesn't care what he finishes at if he doesn't hit 700, he's retiring. Like, how can you say that, bro? Like,
Yeah,
you're right there. You're right there.
yeah. So obviously, here's the question: You think he's gonna do it? Just to give perspective to
I
anybody. Sorry, brother, but for some perspective
No,
to
go ahead,
anybody that's
go ahead, go ahead, go
been,
ahead.
yeah, for some perspective for anybody who hasn't been like keeping up. He hit 6 home runs in his last 8 games. On the season, he has 13 and an OPS of 858. And if he stays hot, they're saying it's likely he'll pass A-Rod for fourth all time. Now, do you think he'll get to 700? We are on August 24th.
Okay. Okay, so he has 40. Wait, did the Cardinals play today?
I don't know, man. I would need to double check that for you.
Yeah, they do. They do play. They do play today because I bet on their game today. So I know they're playing. So they have
Okay.
40 games left after today. They have 40 games left after today. He's at 693. I think when the article was typed up, he was at 692. So he has 7 home runs in 9 games. He's at 693. So he's gotten he 40 games, bro. So okay, so they were only playing him against lefties,
Hmm.
but I think down the stretch you just gotta DH him almost every day, right? I mean, 40
At this
games. I
point,
think it's easily attainable for him to not only to get to A-Rod, but to get 700, bro. Now, I
700.
I I want to see him do it. I really want to see him do it, but I I for some reason I see him finishing like at 698, 699, bro. I don't know
Don't
about you.
do
What do
that.
you think?
Obviously, oh, I have something on my face. Hold up. I think he has to get super hot, bro, in order for him to get to 700. I want him to. I just, I don't know, bro. Like it's such an elusive number, man. It's that number, and then the closer they get, the more they start pressing. Maybe he might get it
Yeah,
though
yeah.
because he said
But
he's not thinking about it. So maybe he just might zoom past it. But
yeah,
seven
that's true.
hundred, bro. 700 to see for
But
us to
I
see.
like I would think like as a pitcher facing him, I would throw him fastballs over the middle, bro. Let's go. Let's see if we can get it, bro. Let's go.
Everything down the middle, bro. Let's go. Bro, because the thing
I don't
about
know. Try to
baseball,
help him out.
yeah, the thing
But
about baseball,
so
go
go
ahead,
ahead.
brother. Sorry. I'll remember what I was gonna say.
One more thing. There's
Yeah.
only two active players. There's only two active players with more than 400 home runs right now. Miguel Cabrera has 506, and of course he's towards the end of his career. I think he has one more year, right? And Nelson Cruz
Mm,
has 458. So there's nobody even close to 700, bro. And as far as active players go who may have a chance, Mike Trout has 334, Bryce Harper 282, Juan Soto has 121, and Vladdy Jr. has 98.
wow.
But yeah, man, like he's so close, bro. What were you gonna say?
Even if they throw everything down the middle, he still has to square it up properly. And even if he squares it up, it can turn
Yeah,
into a fucking out, bro. That's just how baseball is.
yeah.
Um, also I think also 700 speaks to consistency, like we were talking earlier, bro. Like Santana and Griffey, they stayed injured. Griffey would have got to 700, and it also shows his
Oh,
durability,
easy.
man. His durability, and I hope he does, just because of the history and the fact, yeah, we will be able to say that we saw a player hit 700 because the next time that a player gets even remotely close, we will be old as fuck, bro. No disrespect to old people. That's just how I speak. But we will be old, bro. We will be old the next time that happens, you know?
Yeah,
So only time
yeah,
will tell, bro. Only time will tell.
yeah, bro. Look at his baseball reference page real quick. His
Yeah.
amount of games played is ridiculous, man. Even
Bro,
after he came to the Angels over here on the West Coast, he was 154, 159, 157, 152, 149. Just
uh,
consistent, bro.
100.7 WAR. Bro, I had
Damn.
seen some tweet saying that I forget the list of players, but there was like a three or four players that they listed, and they said these four players have home runs against a total of 438 different pitchers, and Pujols alone has a home run
I,
against
s-
438 different
I
pitchers,
saw
something
that,
like that.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, that number is mind blowing, bro. 438 pitchers. A lot of those, like, we don't even remember their
that's
names, and
crazy. That's crazy, yeah.
yeah. You want to take us in, anyway? Hopefully he gets there, and we'll revisit it. Obviously, if he does so, because it'd be some fun stuff to talk about. Maybe if he gets there, bro, we can do a little in depth dive into his numbers and really pop out some gems from his years to share with the people. You hear me,
Yep,
bro?
that'll be fun, bro.
Cool. Lead
Yeah,
us
I
into
got
the
you,
next
yeah.
one. Let's see what's
So
cracking with the last.
the last news story we got for this week is my boy Austin Hedges of the Cleveland Guardians. Uh
There you go. You got it
did you
right
see this
this
play?
time.
He yeah, I got it right this time, right? Finally.
I saw it, but break it
So
down for anybody who didn't see it.
he got pissed off because he got called for so he blocked the play on a play at the plate with Javi Baez and the Tigers. It
Yep.
was in the first inning of a game against the Tigers, and his line was on the his foot was on the baseline on
Yeah.
the third baseline, and so it was ruled that he didn't give the runner a clear path. And after the game, he got interviewed and he just went off. He was pissed off at MLB, the umpires, and instead of being the third out of the first inning, it became 1-0 in favor of the Tigers, and they went on to score 3 runs in the inning, and they won the game 4-3. So that was the first thing that Hedges said that it cost him the game. He said it was a disgrace, it was embarrassing,
Ooh.
and that plays that used to beat the runners. The ball actually beat the runner to the plate, right? And he
Yeah.
said that plays that beat the runners used to be called as such for 150 years, and he just kept going off on the umpires and as far as their lack of accountability. And that's one thing that I did want to focus on and kind of bring up and get thoughts on that actually to the media and to everybody, just like the players do, the coaches do, the general managers do. Everybody has to answer, right? So
Yeah.
why don't the
And
umpires get interviewed after the game and say, hey, what were you thinking, or what's the breakdown, or how you messed that call up? How do you feel? Whatever. But that's one thing. But I also that this is another rule that I don't like. Kind of like the breaking up the double play at second base, the collisions. It's just taken away from the game. That used to
yeah.
be an art, and there used to be a skill that it used to teach second basemen and catchers, like especially second basemen, how to work around the bag, how to protect yourself using the bag, and don't put yourself in harm's way. Same thing with the catchers. You're taking away from their skill,
Yeah,
and
bro.
but that's one thing that I really don't agree with. That the umpires should just stand ground. Face
Yeah.
face their
I agree. I agree with that, bro. I do think that they should start answering some questions. Because it would just it kind of like when a play gets reviewed and the umpire goes up and he says the call is overturned or these people are challenging or like whatever. It just gives you a little more ease, bro. Instead of just seeing them say out and it's like, can
yeah
you guys like, at least explain it, like, so we can just move forward? But yeah, bro, it does feel like sometimes there's a lack of
Right.
accountability. And you know for sure, bro, he's probably gonna get fined for his little rant, which is another stupid
Oh,
thing,
he
bro.
did. He did already. He did.
Oh, he
Yeah.
did?
Yeah, he did
It's
right
just
away.
stupid, bro. It's
Yeah,
stupid, bro.
right away.
I yeah, I didn't look into the fine part. I was just assuming after I seen the rant, I was like, oh, they're gonna take this the wrong way or whatever. They're not just gonna let it be. It's just
Yeah.
it's one of those things, bro, that they just like it makes them feel like there's no voice, you know, like there's no voice, that they can't have a voice. What I'm
Yeah.
trying to say. Did you see the what I'm waiting for, bro, is maybe one day in the future we'll get an ejection, or we won't even get an ejection, but we just get an umpire and a manager arguing like a toe to toe shouting match, and nobody
Mhm.
gets ejected. You know, I just want to see that. I
Yeah.
want to see that, bro. It'd be
Yeah.
cool that they don't just fucking
I don't think
get
that's possible. I don't think
not
that's possible.
anymore, not anymore. But yeah, man, it does suck
No.
that some games can be lost because of calls like this. And obviously, we don't have the judgment they do. It just comes down to the individual. Um, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is now. So that wraps up the news. And before we jump into the last segment, we do want to apologize for the internet connection. It's been very shoddy this episode, and we hope that if you got this far, it hasn't been too annoying. But yeah, brother, let's get into the last segment if you want to take us there.
Yeah, so just repeating what he said. Sorry for the internet connection, and thank you for weathering the storm, guys. The last
Thank you,
thing we
guys.
got for this week is new rules were tested out at AAA at the AAA level. The the new rules being the challenge system, the pitch clock, and the bigger bases. And kind of just wanted to run through some of the results they saw and they had down there. So on the first one, as far as the challenge system goes, each the new system calls for each team starting with three challenges. A correct challenge means you keep your challenge, an incorrect challenge is lost. And challenges, this is the new thing this year or for the future. Challenges may only be made by the batter, the catcher, or the pitcher. And
Oh,
challenges must be made immediately following the umpire's call. This is for the strike zone. This is for the strike zone.
oh,
Just to be specific.
oh, okay, okay.
So they found that it was really helpful. They found that it was really helpful because players are policing themselves and they're not um jumping the gun and challenging everything. They're being more, reasonable about the challenges and the impact how it could have on the game. So it's making for a faster game, less challenges.
Yeah.
And the next one, the pitch clock is the 30-second timer between batters. Between pitches, there's a 14-second timer with bases empty and 19-second timer with runners on the clock. The pitcher must begin his motion to deliver the pitch. Pitchers who violate the timer are charged with an automatic ball, and batters who violate the timer are charged with an automatic strike. For this one, they saw a 9 inning game with 7 runs, 13 hits, 17 strikeouts, and 8 walks that only took 2 hours and 17 minutes to play.
Mm,
That's crazy. That's
yeah.
crazy. That means that, you as a family, you could see the entire game and post game and, be back at the house before 10, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just for the sake of comparison, this game had 269 pitches in total. In Major League Baseball, there have been 19 games with 269 pitches, and those games went 2 hours and 53 minutes, 2 hours and 37 minutes, and 3 hours and 12 minutes.
Wow.
So you're almost knocking down a whole hour. You're
Yeah,
almost
that's a
knocking
big
down a
change.
whole hour just based off the challenges and based off the pitch clock.
Yeah.
And as far as my understanding, I'm not sure if I understood it right. the three challenges, like for as far as the when you're challenging the strike zone, though, if you lose those challenges, it affects the challenges you have, like you could do at the bases, right?
Mm-hmm. I would assume so, bro. Yeah.
And so it's making for a faster, crisp, cleaner game. Less time wasted out there. And the last part was the bigger bases, and they didn't really notice any effect as on the game with the bigger bases. The only thing that one of the players said was that the bases are flatter, so they're sliding off the bags more, which is not good for the runners, right?
Yeah, that might
But
pose a little
one thing I
injury.
did want to mention about the yeah, one thing I did want to mention about the bases is so they gave two reasons for why they wanted the bigger bases. One is to increase the stolen base probability and success rate, which actually is happening down in the lower levels. But they also mentioned that they want to avoid contact at first base, so they want to make it
Mm,
easier for the first baseman. You know, and it kind of goes back to the catcher's rule, the second base rules. Like as a first baseman, you're taught to the footwork, the how to receive the ball, how to work your way around the bag, and it's just taken away from the skills. Like we're
yeah,
just gonna
that's
make the
true.
game easier and easier for everybody. Like I get you want more action, more runs, more everything, but there's something to be said about the defense and the that aspect of the game.
Yeah, especially like for these older first basemen that like know the dirt and the location of the base like the back of their hand. They don't even have to look. They just
Oh yeah,
even
man.
if it's an inch or two, it might mess with them, and then it might even pose a threat for injury. And the funny thing is that from what I read is that the bigger bases are supposed to be there also in order to reduce the possibility of injury. So but like kind of
Yeah,
touching on what you said too with the colliding with the first baseman and things like that. But I mean, if players are gonna crash, bro, it's gonna happen, bro, because that usually happens on bang bang plays
yeah,
where the first baseman doesn't really get a chance to set up. He just goes out there and tries to get the bag and the ball at the same time. I like the pitch clock. I like when they there's a sense of urgency because some players do take their sweet time, bro, and and sometimes that can get a little annoying. But
right.
yeah, and the challenge system, I like it too, bro. The players policing themselves. We probably won't see this for a while, but it's something to keep in mind. It'll eventually trickle its way into the majors, and it might not be all three at the same time. It might just be one here, one there. But yeah, I mean, as long as it doesn't take away from the skill, I'm sure a lot of people will be for it. We should do a poll sometime on Instagram about this specific
Right.
topic and see what people think, and then we can maybe come back to it with some thoughts from the people in the community.
It's a good idea.
Yeah. Uh, but yeah, that wraps up this episode. Thank you guys for sticking it out with us. We are truly sorry for the internet connection. It was a headache to deal with. Um, we'll try to nip that one in the butt for next time, and we'll try to because we're trying to make the episodes just a little shorter, so you guys can just enjoy them and continue with your day. But
We're trying to. We're
yeah,
trying to.
and the internet really slowed it down this time. So hopefully we can, post production, we can squeeze some stuff in and really tighten it up. But you have any last words, brother?
Nah, man, that's all I got. Just, thank you for your patience and keep making this every week.
Hold up, you broke up right there. It would be on the outro that you break up too, huh?
Shit, perfect.
What'd you say? Keep what?
Nothing. Just keep. Thank you for your patience and just keep us as part of your week. Keep following us.
Yeah.
Keep interacting with us on the Instagram. keep all those funny comments and just keep talking baseball with us, man. We love talking baseball.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys. Um, and shout out to all the people that commented. We appreciate you to the fullest, especially the people that comment on the regular. We'll make sure to get almost all those comments that we mentioned into the video so people can see your Instagram handle and all that. And we'll be back next week. So we'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.